Hi everybody, it's Rhonda from George Antique, and today is my day to share my design team project for Sam Poole. And I absolutely loved creating this project. I had started a journal, and as I kept working, I couldn't get into it. But I had been wanting to do these little, I think they're called tussie-mussies or something like that. I'm not real sure. But these little combs that you fill with little cutesies, and you can either use them as Christmas decorations or give them as gifts or just put whatever you want in them. But they make such cute little gifts. So I wanted to show you what I had come up with, and I thought they were so pretty with all of Sam's digitals, because you can go with Christmas, you can go with fall, you can go with just any theme you want, and just take a regular piece of cardstock and just trim it out, and then I would print on both sides so that then when you trim it out, you can just start rolling it. And I did that. I'll do a tutorial on this soon. I just haven't gotten that done yet, so I will do that in the near future, in the next few days. I have a couple of them that I'm going to be doing. So you just take your cardstock, and I just rolled it up and started twisting it till I got this cone shape. So I'm going to show you what I did. Each one's a little different and all very unique, but I just love how they turned out, and I just think that they are just adorable. So it's a really fun project, and I hope that this inspires you to make some. So first of all, I'm going to start with this one. This one I honestly didn't even put a hanger on because I just kind of liked it laying there. This one has all of the little pieces of mail and postcards. Let me just show you what I did. I'll take what's in there out. So I rolled up my cone with this printable, and I will link all the kits below. I can't remember each one right this second, but I will link what I used below. So this one kind of has this is actually the envelope. That's what it is. It's the old envelope that you can fold up, but I left it as is and just rolled it up and made this cone. And then here I did a little eyelet somewhere under there and attached a couple of little tags and some little ribbon. And then on the inside, instead of putting anything on the back side of it to like lace or anything like that, I just went with a couple of the little postcards or canceled stamp envelopes. So I just cut those out, and then I layered them and glued them to the back so that it would give a good backdrop for whatever you put in it. And then this is that envelope that I just folded up. I did it on some green parchment paper. And then here is another one on just regular paper that I kind of grungied up when I folded it. And then here is a little postcard out of one of the kits. And I accidentally did an ink blot, but I just left it because it looks like it belongs there. And then this was one of the documents, and so I just kind of made it look used and old, and so I could let it go in here with the rest of the mail and the treasured pieces of mail and documents. And then this is just a little tiny little notebook that I made with one of those little envelope printables that I just showed you, and I just cut a little piece. And actually this was a different one because it had a red stamp, the others didn't, but it's another one from that kit. And I just folded it up in half, cut it down to size, and just took some of my little leftover scrap pieces of paper, and then I kind of layered it with this little piece of a tag. And that's just a tiny little notebook that goes down in here. Now if you're wondering about what I filled it with, I'll show you. That was super easy too, and everything I used in here is all her digitals. I didn't use any book pages. I didn't use anything of my own other than some brown, real thin kind of packing paper. But what I did is I printed out the book page from one of her kits, and then I also printed out a music page, and I did them front and back. And then when I trimmed them out, I cut them in half this way so that they would fit in my crimper, which is this little gadget. Pretty cool little thing. I've had this for years and I always forget that I have it. I used to do this all the time and I've just kind of forgotten and haven't thought about it. But when I made this, it reminded me that I needed that crimped paper. So whenever you cut it down, then you just run it through there and it makes this really cool crimped paper. And then I just cut it in little strips and kind of wad it up, and that's how I get my little packing paper here, my little shredded paper. So I just used her kits for that and shredded it up. So there's that one. And then I couldn't resist making a fall one because there's so many pretty things in her kit. This was the golden brown kit, I do remember that. And so I added this little burlap trim to the top. Thought that looked really cute. And then I've had this flower in my stash forever and didn't know what I'd use it on, but it was perfect for this. And then I just hung a little tag, and there was a butterfly in the kit too, so I cut it out and added my little shimmer silk, I think it's called. It's just like, looks like a bottle of fingernail polish. This is my Spellbinders Sparkle Silk, that's what it's called. But you just shake it up and you just brush it on like you would fingernail polish on whatever you want it to shine. So so that's what I did with the butterfly. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, there you go. There's the shimmer. So I just added that to it. Add a little sparkle. At the bottom, I put the tiniest little, what do you call those little beads that go between the beads? It's got rhinestones on it. I'm trying to make it where you can see it. Anyway, it fit perfectly at the tip of it. So I just kind of threaded a little bead through there that would go up in there to glue, and then threaded the sari silk or the satin. What is this? No. I threaded it through the seam binding ribbon and let that hang. And it was curly from being wrapped around my little clothespin. So I thought that added a cute little element. Okay, so then I used the jute string, tied in a knot on the sides. And then here I have something from the kit. Here's a bookmark that I cut out just from one of the pages and made it a bookmark. Here's a little dog, and I did these on sticks so that they would stay where I wanted them. And also you could stick them in little arrangements, but they look really cute in here. Here I just lined it. That's that brown paper I was talking about that just came out of some of my packaging. So I put that in there, kind of crumpled it up just to kind of be a filler, and then added a little lace at the back. And then here is some little tags, and I actually pinned them to the string so that they would kind of stay to the side and not get in front of the little puppy dog too much. So on these I just used a little bulb pin, a little piece of antique lace, and that's that. And then for the shred in here, I just shredded up some more of that brown paper. But I love how the colors in this turned out. I just think it's really pretty for fall. It's getting hot on that stick back there. So there is the fall one. And you could put whatever you wanted in here. I mean, you could even add little pine cones or whatever. I have some. I don't know where in the world these came from, but they're some kind of little pods, and they look like little pine cones. And they're in this jar. I've had it forever. So just as an idea, you could just take and put a few little things like that in there, even on the top. Just kind of set them over down in there. Just another little idea. Okay, so that is the fall one. Now this one I used, I want to say this was the British Ephemera kit, because there's the scene from one of the buildings. Really pretty. So here I added just a lace at the bottom, a little just wrapped some ribbon around a piece of lace and then glued it here. I kind of flattened the tip so it would have something to glue to. And then I took the tiniest little piece of tulle and put this little rhinestone pearl right there. And then here, I just added a little piece of lace that just kind of brought attention to the front. On the side, I did a little crown, little piece of lace. I cut this out of one of the kit, this was the image in the kit. And then there's a tag. So that just hangs off the side. I used this black polka dot sari silk. And then I put a little rhinestone bead up here, little charm, just to hang. Okay, so inside I just have a little photograph. There's some tags, another building there, Big Ben. And then here's this pretty lady that I put on a stick too. This one, I used that same book page that I printed of hers. I used it crimped, and then I kind of crumpled it up, kind of folded it so that it would kind of fit down in there bunched. And then I added this little piece of polka dot tulle just to fill in that spot. And then I used the book page shred there. So there's that one. Oh, and here's a key. This is an actual key that I got at a little shop the other day. So I added it to the side. And then this one is a little bit more like holiday themed. So at the bottom, I have the seam binding ribbon, a little sari silk, a little lace, some beads hanging. And the printable on this one was just one of the documents. And then I used the coffee filter ribbon that I learned from Dodie. And then here I just took a little eyelet there. And so I got a piece of this and actually looped it through the tag first. So I just put the little loop through and hung it like you would the tag. And then I took both of them and put them through here and knotted them. So it has a little bit of room to pull back and forth and just kind of hang. And then this is Joy. And then the angel, little angel sculpture on the books that's so pretty. This little star, I guess that's a star, it might be a flower, rhinestone, whatever it is. And then a little bead and a little pearl bead, and I still have glue all over me. A little pearl bead and a little gold bell. So I thought that looked really sweet hanging there. So here we have some more of that ribbon, just goes all the way around. I also brought it, I'll show you in a second. Okay, so on the side I just used lace and two little buttons. So that's really soft and sweet. And then here's some more little tags with the angel theme. She has a lot of pretty little Polaroid photos in one of her kits. So there's that. I used the book page shred. Here's just an angel little card that I made from one of the, I think this was, I don't remember which Christmas kit. It was one of her Christmas kits. So that I just kind of curled in there. And then this I put on a stick. And this is just those cookie baking sticks. So I don't know, I had them in my stash. Don't ask me how or why I have them, but I do. And then here's another one of those really pretty images that Sam takes herself. So that slips down in there. But here's what I wanted to show you. Here I used the music page crimped and kind of folded. And then behind it, I just felt like it needed a little something more, so I put another little piece here. And then a little rhinestone piece that I had that went perfect on that little triangle edge there. So I'm going to put all this back in here. I'll do the tutorial though to show y'all if you, but this is not anything new. I did not come up with this idea. somebody with a very creative, genius mind did that, not me. I just like to do it and put my spin on it. So there's that one. I think I showed you everything. And then, now this was in the course of rolling up that paper. Okay, so whenever I start rolling, sometimes I get a little confused on what I'm doing. So as I started rolling it, can't even get my hands on it, I kind of couldn't figure it out at the moment, and so I ended up just, you know, it kept going to this. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna see if I can put a top and a bottom on that and make a little tube, a little cylinder container. And so as I kept playing with it, I looked for actually like Pringles can lids or something, but I didn't have any. But I did have these little jar lids, so they actually worked perfect because they keep it sturdy. And these were bright silver, so I just took my silver wax and just kind of toned it down a little bit, and then I put a little hole there that I could run my little bulb pin through and hang some pretties off of. But I love how they turned out. So this is another tutorial I'll be bringing and show you exactly what I did. But they are so fun. And I mean, the cost is nothing, and you could make cute little gift canisters for Christmas. I have wanted to use this image for so long. I never did get to use it last year. So that's the first one I went to. And I added some more of my little sparkle silk on there. You could also add, you know, glitter, whatever you wanted on there. And then here I have the little star with the tag that says star. And then I have some seam binding ribbon, some sari silk ribbon, the polka dot red and white. And then I have these little pearls that are actually it's seed beads that are just all strung. And under here is some little shimmer tulle. It's really pretty. And it says Dear Old Tree. So I hung that tag off the side. I thought it would be really pretty there. I love that this hangs down. And then here is the top with an angel. And then as you open it, I have all these goodies inside. I have a little tag set here. I have these little tags. And I have a skinny little journal. And this was another printable that I just printed both sides. And then here is a bookmark tag, however you want to use it. So all that just slips back into here, but you could put whatever you wanted in there and it would be so cute. So I hope y'all liked that and enjoyed this, and I will be back soon. Y'all have a wonderful day. God bless.